So, welcome everyone to a video on this channel. This is going to be a complete tutorial of how to do the entire great deku tree, including gold sculptures, secrets, and etc. So, let's begin. Starting off, just so a lot of people know, I am playing on an emulator, Citru, and the first thing you're going to want to do is probably equip your deku sticks, because that does help. So it could be a deku sticks. I'm on an emulator, so I have to use the mouse, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. So let's go back here, and Navi will tell you some stuff. Most of dialogue in Ocarina of Time can be ignored of Navi, but she can be helpful. I think Navi gets a bit too much hate. I have found some dialogue that can be slightly helpful. So the first chest you're going to find in this dungeon will be this one right here, which contains the dungeon map. Very helpful if you're interested in solving this on these dungeons on your own, and this is probably one of the most important items, especially on first playthroughs or people newer to Zelda, as you can just look at the map. On the 3D, I can go to the map down here, and I can see, and I can change the floors. So, back here, you're going to want to target this guy and pull out your shield to knock it back. Then you can literally just stand here, and he'll come to you. And then, ow, forgive me, master, I give you a tip. So he'll tell you about falling from a ledge. Well, basically, if you move forward while falling, you won't take damage, which is quite handy. But if you jump off a ledge and you don't move the analog stick, you'll take damage if the fall is higher. If you do, you will not take fall damage. Okay, so if, the first thing we're going to be talking about a bit here. Let me go in view mode quickly. So, if you jumped on this platform, don't worry about it. I don't like to jump on this platform. There's no reason to. Just climb the ladders up here. But before we do that, let's head up here, because there actually is a recovery heart up here. So this is the first little, I guess, secret chest you can find. But there's just a simple recovery heart up here. So if you took damage fighting the Deku Scrub, you can kind of refill a bit here. Open this chest for the Fairy Slingshot, which is the first major item of Ocarina of Time. Quite standard. It's just a... oh, shoot. It's quite standard. It's simply a slingshot. So go to your items. I have my DPI on max, so it's very hard to... it's quite hard to use this mouse. So, if you didn't break this like I told you to, you'll just be able to jump on and down. But if you did, shoot this, and this ladder will fall down, allowing you to climb up. Otherwise, just jump and jump. If you didn't, then shoot down the ladder, which is on top, just by aiming your slingshot above this door and shoot this ladder, and you'll be able to leave this room. So that is the way you find the first major item of Ocarina of Time. Next, we're going to have to climb up. I forgot it. The controls are the aiming is inverted. I don't know about you guys, but I don't actually like inverted aiming. So just shoot down these guys. Quite easy on the 3D version, even on the Nintendo 64 didn't have the greatest aiming, if I do say so myself, but this was quite improved in this remake, as most aspects of this game was. So, just continue on. Ignore these guys, they're annoying, but we're going to head to this door. Now, this area is actually optional, but it does hold a couple things which we will need to get. So first, you're going to want to press this in, which is located just to the right when you enter. Then you're going to want to hop across these platforms to this chest. This contains the compass. The compass is very important for people new because it allows you to see every chest and item in the dungeon, so it allows you to see if you missed anything or if you're a bit lost. You can get a stick here, but you will need, and in this room you will actually need one deku stick, so kill that scrub if you hadn't already. We're going to want to take out this, it's annoying, and I can get seeds. These are actually a combat-oriented item and are not required for solving any puzzles in Ocarina of Time. If you wish to leave, simply light this torch and light the other one located on the left side, just across from the door, and you will be able to undo the spikes. Next, we're going to reopen the platforms, and you're going to jump, and you actually, if you can jump just in this corner, it doesn't work. So there's this guy blocking the way. You can actually just stand right here, and I missed. I thought But yeah, just head down here and fight this. So these are Skulltulas. They're recurring enemy in this game. They're quite easy to fight. Just stand away from them. If you want the easiest way, wait till they turn, shoot them with the slingshot, and just repeat. Just stay away from them, and they'll turn around, and you can shoot their back. Their skull, will do no damage. So, the reason we are killing this is to obtain the chest behind it, which is actually completely useless as it's just a recovery heart. But there's something behind it which I will talk about a little bit, and this is a gold Skulltula. There are a total of 100 gold Skulltulas located throughout the entire world of Ocarina of Time. Some are in dungeons, some are in the overworld. But you can hand them in to a certain NPC or a number of NPCs for rewards such as heart pieces, items, and things to help you on your quest. So I do recommend looking for these along the way. And next we will head to around the second part of the dungeon, where there's another giant Skulltula. Just shoot this one, same as we did the first one. Quite easy. And you're going to, okay, this is a bit interesting. You will going to want to aim to this direct center of the web. Not with your slingshot, you're not actually trying to shoot, you're trying to jump in the center. It's not super hard, but you will eventually break the web and be able to fall down. It has to be done from the highest platform, however, so you will have to climb 2 sets of vines, is usually. This will ignite this brazier, so you can obtain a chest with a recovery heart in it. But we will need this for a puzzle coming up. There are 2 gold Skulltulas in this room as well. The first one is located right here, so just kill this one with your slingshot, line yourself up, and just run and jump, and you can get this gold Skulltula. The next one is a bit harder to, well, I don't think it's harder to find, but it's easy to miss. It's located right here, so simply shoot it, I got it, and climb up the vines located right here, which is where you fell down. Next, after you grab the gold Skulltula, you're going to head back to the brazier that you ignited by standing on the pressure plate and pull out one of your deku sticks. Light the deku stick on fire, the same as we did in the previous room. Don't go in the water like I did because I am not good at this game. But if you go in the water, you will unignite the torch, I guess you could call it. So reignite the torch, jump on this portion of land here, and jump onto here, and then ignite these spider webs so you can enter the door. If you would like, you can also try and kill this Deku Baba. You can just spam attack and they will most likely die for some what are they called? I'm not sure. They're sorry, the flashbangs. Yes, they're Deku seeds, but whatever. So the item we just picked up is Deku seeds, and they will refill your slingshot. So this is similar to the last room we did. We just have to fight this guy. So target him, pull out your shield, wait for him to shoot, and then just stand in the center of the room. You can also chase him if you're low on time and catch him, but you can just stand here, and you'll just come to you. You'll never beat my brothers. 231. This is an important code you will need to remember. I'm going to skip dialogue in this series because this is something you can read for yourself. So, use your slingshot to shoot this eye located directly above the door with the spikes on it to get rid of the spikes. Also, you can refill your seeds right here. There will always be seeds coming out of that, I'm fairly certain. Listen, I don't care, Navi, get out of here. So, this is another bit of a tutorial puzzle, but if you hop in the water back here, you can swim over to this pressure plate, and then if you hold A to dive, you can lower the water level, which will also lower the platform which is floating across the water, because otherwise you will just get hit by this big rotating log thing. So go under it, and you can just hop off the platform here. There's another big spider guy. Just kill him using the same method I already conveyed to you. Just wait for him to turn around and shoot his exposed back. Next is a block. This is standard. Navi will explain how to use it. Just hold it and pull it over a couple times. You don't actually have to pull it all the way. And just get onto it and go up onto the ledge right here. So this room is quite standard, but it can give you a little bit of trouble if you don't see the pressure plate. So into the next door. Now, This is a, never mind, this is different. I'm in the wrong, you know, I'm a bit lost here, but whatever. So you can take out this, and here there's 2 pillars and a locked door. To open this door, simply take out your deku stick or torch, you can call it whatever you want, and ignite the 2 braziers to open the door to the next room. There is another guy here. He's actually turned the wrong way, so you can just kill him with a slingshot. Now, this room is a bit interesting. You can see stuff falling from the floor. If you look up, there's a couple eggs. I'm going to kill 2 of them, so just shoot 2 of them down. You're going to want to shoot all 3 of these guys, but I'm going to show you what happens with the enemy that comes out if you don't kill. So there's a little egg, and these things come out. They're Goma larvas. Especially if you're new to the game and you're like me and really bad at games, these guys can kill you quite quickly because you can get swarmed. For people who are a bit more experienced in Zelda or have just played some games before, this won't be an issue. But if you're like me and you played this for the first time, this can kill you. So, you ignite your deku stick and light up this brazier before crawling through this hole. You should know how to do this from the tutorial area. And we're essentially done the entire dungeon around here. This is around the end of the dungeon. But there is a block located right here, which we're going to push all the way down, because we're going to need to ignite that brazier we had at around the beginning of the temple, because there is a spider web on the floor just back here, which we need to get down. But there's no high place to fall from, so we're going to have to instead head back here and pull out your deku stick to ignite it on the brazier. Jump back on the box, and you're going to want to roll by pressing, for most people it is A. You're just going to want to roll while holding the flaming deku stick. There are some recovery hearts in the water. There is a total of 3. But if you remember from earlier in the temple, that guy we killed, they said the code was 213. I'm fairly certain, so we're going to kill the middle one. Then we're going to kill this one. We'll bop, shoot. So we're going to kill this one. Then we're going to attack this one. Yes. And just do the same method by standing right here, and he will eventually come to you. Just like that. Did you know a secret? That's annoying. So now he's going to talk about... He's going to open the door for you. He's going to talk about the boss's weakness, but you don't have to worry about it. So enter the boss room. This is the way you will, of course, fight the boss. So just go back here, and the door will close behind you. Now, you're going to want to pull out your slingshot, as there's something on the roof. So pull out your slingshot and look up, and you will see Goma, armored arachnopod, or whatever. I think that is what it is. Parasitic armored arachnid Goma. So, what you're going to want to do is immediately lock on, unlike what I did, and stay locked on. Whenever Goma's eye turns red, you're going to want to immediately begin attacking. So you're going to want to stay locked on, though. Do not unlock. This is how you will die to the boss, is if you're not locked on, as when they turn red, she's trying to lay eggs. If she does lay eggs, they can easily overwhelm you with the boss and Goma combined. It shouldn't be a big deal, but usually you can kill the boss in simply 2 rotations. If you can't, just repeat until the boss dies. It's quite simple, but attempt to stay locked onto the boss, or you will be overwhelmed by the Goma parasites. And that's the temple. I hope you guys found this helpful or enjoyable. If you did, I'm racing one of my friends to 100 subscribers, and it would be helpful if you could subscribe. But that's about it. So, thanks you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you guys later.